Hello, welcome. I was muted, as per usual. I feel like I always start the stream talking for at least 30 seconds before I realize my mic is not on. Welcome. I also just made a drink, caramel mocha, decaf latte, and I had a very fast shower. I literally sat down in this chair at 8:15. I was almost late for my own sprints, but we made it. We're here. So if you're here with me, thanks for joining. And if you watch this later, after it's not live anymore, you're crazy. I'm not that entertaining. You guys love my shirt that has so many holes and I refuse to throw it away. Just this arm though. The other one's fine. Don't know why. Ooh. Oh my goodness, let's have a sip. This is my first sip of this latte, you guys. It's really hot outside, so I don't know why I made a hot one, but what I got. What I got. Oh, it's delicious. It is delicious. Oh, I burned my mouth at lunchtime. Some leftovers. And it hurts. It hurts the roof of my mouth. Like my hair clip is weird. Also, I love when I go live on YouTube and YouTube notifies me like, hey, live now on your channel. If you want to check it out, like I know. I'm literally the one that's here. I don't know why they do that. They do it every time and it's so funny to me. I actually want to pull up my sprints because I feel like sometimes they lag. I want to eye on that. Also, does anyone know how to do like a poll? I don't really know how to explain it. Like a poll on like in the chat. That like do you have to like be monetized for that or something? Probably. Can I look it up? How do you this is probably you guys can probably hear my keyboard. I'm so sorry. How do you do a poll in your YouTube live chat? Start or schedule stream, click create a poll icon on the left side of the chat window. I'm on stream. I look at YouTube. I don't have that option either. You have no idea. Yeah. Me either. Wouldn't tell ya. And Google's not very helpful. From the bottom of the chat window, tap create a poll. Like, I don't. Like, do I have to be live, like, via YouTube itself? Oh, I found it. Found it. I found it. I can't do it on StreamYard. I do have to do it in the YouTube chat. But I found it. Fun. I could do a poll or I could do start a Q&A. I don't know how that works. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do that because you can just pop comments up like this, you know? So I'm not really sure what the Q&A looks like. Not that yeah, you'd be the only one voting in my poll. So basically if I need any decisions made, I'll just ask you. I am reading, as you can see, The Lost Story. I want to show you the cover. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. Gray. Oh yeah, you can't. Can I like share a picture of it on my screen? Images. Okay. You can see it. Yeah, it's really pretty in color. It's like a tree with a door in it. It comes out on Tuesday and I'm obsessed with it. I'm actually literally in the middle of a chapter because Riley was in the bathtub earlier and I was reading, as one does. I'm 43% of the way in, and my goal is to, oh, that's obnoxious. My goal is to finish this book tonight. Tonight. Are you reading, Kat, or are you writing? Are you working on something? Are you just chilling, vibing? Here for the lulz, because this is probably the most unserious YouTube stream ever, because I just hearing crazy. Ooh, writing. It's nice and it's not pouring rain. I think it was earlier. It's slowed down to like barely a drizzle, but I mean, it's like dark and wet out. I wish it would rain again. So I've got this. Let's see, cute little cabin. Cabin vibes kind of matches the vibes of the book I'm reading. Not that they're in a cabin at all. Actually, but no, they were in a cabin. And near the beginning, there was some cabinry. I mean, listen, I said it was raining. I did not say it was cold. I did not say it was cold. Let me see the temperature in this fucking hellhole that I live in. Okay, let's see. It says that it's 79 right now, but with the humidity, it feels like 82. So it's still hot. And also, we have um we have flash flood warnings right now because I live in a fucking swamp, like literally. Well, not like literally, but it used to be. It's hard to explain. The place where I live used to, like, way back in yonder years, used to be like an orchard. So the ground is like really soft. It's actually annoying because whenever I walk in my own backyard, I feel myself like sinking in. It's really, I hate it. And so whenever it fucking rains more than 5 minutes, everything turns into mud and slush and swamp. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Oh my gosh, my tree here. Whoa, wrong side. Tree here. The top of it, it kind of looks like it goes off the screen because there's like moss here in the cabin area. I just noticed that. A marshland? Maybe. I don't want to like dox myself. Let me. No, it says on the internet it's considered a wetland, not a marsh. I don't know if that's the same thing. The wetland, a marsh. Um, I'm like geographically challenged. I did terrible in like geography and history classes in school. I have an itch on my nose. Like spot that I missed with the lotion. It was really dry. Okay. I'm eager to finish this book. So let's start with 25. And then what do I have what do I have the brakes on? Clock. Duh. No, that's the wrong one. I don't timer. I'm stupid. Okay, I have 10-minute breaks. Let's do 25 with a 10-minute break. Marshes are wetlands. I literally Googled, is blank a marsh? And then it came up, blank is considered a wetland. And I was like, okay. So that's what Google told me. Google apparently doesn't realize they're the same thing. Yeah, but I live in wetlands, so it's great here. So many mosquitoes and flood warnings. Marshes are wetlands. I'm good. Even artificial intelligence on Google is fucking stupid. Mm. Okay, let's do 25. We'll warm up. I'll see if I can stop chatting for, you know, 10 minutes after. Oh, I need to put the sounds on. I've got rain sounds. It says it's called light rain on a tin, but it kind of sounds like rain in fireplace. I'll see you in 25. Well, my throat. Oh, let me 1 second. Did you decide if you were gonna read or write? Cat? I started on 43% and I made it to 48%. It's getting interesting. Well, it's been interesting, but like shit's hitting the fan. Oh, my throat hurting a little bit. I spent time with children today that weren't my own and I instantly regret it. We ended up writing. How much did you write? Have you written in your whip lately? I feel like I haven't seen you post your writing on your Instagram stories much the last couple days. I just found socks in my pocket. mm. To go gaze, to go pause. I'm assuming. Yeah, my son had a play date this morning with our neighbor next door. And then we went to the library this afternoon to return some books that were coming up as like, they were about to be due. And then he wanted to play, of course, and then a family with like a little boy and two little girls came in. And yeah, children just love to share germs. I understand the feeling. Because my office that I'm in here is like above our garage. And let me tell you, it gets fucking hot here. It gets hot in here. It's not as bad right now, probably because it rained and the sun is down. Well, it wasn't that sunny at all today because it's been raining since like 3, but it was pretty cloudy around like 1. Hair stuck to my face. Can't find it. Ah, I think I got it. Yeah, luckily it was like not so sunny today, so the house didn't really heat up too much. Ooh, I'm so excited. I really want to finish this book tonight. Oh my gosh, pardon me. Okay, let's check my Kindle. I have it. It says I have 10 minutes left in this chapter, and then I have 3.5 hours left in the whole book. It's 9 p.m. here now. Why did I say now? So weird. Now. It's 9 p.m. here now. I'm not really like super tired. Oh, maybe like 2 more hours. Like 11, maybe. I'm just here for the vibes. I'm here to read. Yeah. It says I have 3 hours and 24 minutes left in the book. I'm like trying to like get myself to speed read, but I'm also just like a slow reader, so I like to read it slowly and like hear my own voice in my head. I don't know, like I feel like I could like read way faster and just like speed through books, but like I enjoy like just hearing it like play out in my head. Because I know there's some people who read and like blah, 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 like I'm just like, how is that even fun for you? Like slow down. You do too? You like hearing your own voice in your head, trying to like, like imagine it. I as far as like my like imagination with picturing what I'm reading, I feel like have you ever seen that Apple scale thing? I feel like I'm like not on the black and white side where like you can't really see the apple, and I'm not on like the super HD Apple side, but I'm like probably like 75% of the way like towards the HD Apple. So I really just like to go slow and let the picture like build up in my head. And not reading at light speed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like it's not a race, and I feel like, because people want to make like bookstagram content and booktube content, they're like, I gotta read 800 books a month. I'm like, I'm lucky if I read five. I read so slow. Like, as far like I just started this one actually yesterday at 8 p.m. Why am I holding it like that? I just started this yesterday at 8 p.m. So the fact that I'm already 48% in, that's how you know it's good. Because like I could not put it down yesterday. I was reading yesterday from 8 until like I didn't go to bed till like 1 a.m. Well, I was messaging you. I didn't go to bed till like 1 a.m. because I read until like 12:15, and then I was like so jazzed about loving it so much that I couldn't fall asleep for like an hour. Oh my god. I absolutely have ADHD too. I am undiagnosed though, but like I diagnosed my husband. I was like, "Hey, like it was probably like a year and a half ago. I was like, "Hey, we've been together for X amount of years, and like I've really noticed that like you have ADHD. You need to go talk to a doctor about it because it's hindering our relationship. Like it's getting to the point where like you are forgetting things like so often that like it's causing strife. You need to go to a doctor." And he was like, "I don't think you're right. Like I don't know. Like I've been like this forever. Like it's not ADHD. Like this is just how I am." Men, right? And then lo and behold, he goes to a doctor and he's like, "You were right. I have ADHD. They prescribed me Adderall." And I was like, no shit. Like I fucking knew this whole time that you had it. And I just feel like I know that I have it, but I don't have the kind where I like forget to do tasks or like forget things people tell me. Yeah, no, I have the kind where it's like I get like I get like hyper fixated on things, and then I get easily like I'm like easily hyper fixated, and then I also am easily like veered away from like things I fixate on. And then I also have what's the word I'm looking for? When you're like decision paralysis, like I can't make decisions. It's so impossible for me. And then I have what's the other one? When I have like a lot of things to do and then I do nothing because I get so overwhelmed that I'm like, "Oh my god, I have 20 things I need to do today." So instead of doing any of them, I do nothing because my brain like can't like pick one to start first. Like yeah, I think it's called decision paralysis, and oh, there's another word that I'm forgetting. I don't know. But I definitely do have some of the symptoms for sure. But because I'm a woman and medical studies for these types of things focused solely on men for so long, I never got diagnosed growing up. And so now I've just learned to cope with it. I also have like I get like I have anxiety and depression and PTSD. And like I just know that I also have ADHD, and I think that a lot of the reason why they like comorbid. Is that what it's called? When they like correlate to each other and usually go together. Comorbidity. I'm like my brain cells are like turning and nothing's happening. I'm I feel like I'm having like a brain fart right now. Also, my cheeks are so pink. Like, look how white my hand is. My cheeks are so pink. Coexist. I think it's called comorbidity. Comorbidity. Yeah, comorbidity, the simultaneous presence of two or more diseases or medical conditions in a patient, and the comorbidity rate of like depression, anxiety, PTSD, and ADHD is like really high. Those things are often like correlated together. Yeah, exactly. They always go together, or usually go together. And it's funny because my husband is always like, "I don't have anxiety," and I'm like, "I think you do." Okay, back to my book. Good luck with writing. Tell your dogs to chill out now. They went pee. Leave you alone. Hi. Thanks for joining. The Wolf's Gift by Anne Rice. Ooh, she wrote Interview with the Vampire, right? I've never heard of The Wolf Gift. What's it about? Is it part of that series? It is a series, right? Interview with the Vampire? I can't remember actually if it's a standalone or not. Also, I just realized, Kat, I did not put the sounds on. I just immediately was like, read my book. Totally forgot the sound. No, it's not. Oh, cool. I didn't know she had things outside of that because people never talk about her other work. Interesting. Ooh, so it is more vampires then? I see she has a type. Ooh, I love a duology because you get, I feel like sometimes a standalone is just not good enough. You get that extra oomph from having two. What's a white rabbit? What's white rabbit cat? I don't know what that is. Oh my God, I have so many like series, like trilogies and duologies that I need to reread the first one so I can finish them. So I feel you. I feel you on that one. More of a werewolf type? Okay, I love vampires and werewolves. Like, have you ever seen the Underworld movies? I love those. I feel like a lot of people don't like those movies or they think they're cringe, but I like them. Oh, is it a song? Is it a song that you're using for like a scene in your book? I'll have to listen to it. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, I didn't know Anne Rice did werewolves either. I've seen the Interview with the Vampire movie, so like I love the movie. I've never read the book though. Um, you know, I don't know. I'm like really intimidated by it because I'm like, what if I don't like it? I'm sure it's great though. Yes, you are using it for a scene in your book. Ooh, I'll have to listen to it so I can get a vibe for your writing. What you're writing. Is this your work? This is your work with like the masked guy, right? The hottie. The masked hottie. Oh, you did? You must love it then, if you've read it 3 times. Yeah, good. Oh, I love rereading books. Like I like just like the other day, I was like, "Ooh, I just want to drop everything I'm reading." I was reading like 5 books at that time, and then I was like, I just want to drop everything I'm reading and reread Strange the Dreamer and reread The Shadow of the Gods." You never finished the Vampire series. Do you think there's 12 or 13 books? Is that's not the Interview with the Vampire one, right? Or is it? You said this one was called, let me scroll up. Vampire Chronicles. Okay, okay. This must be the other one. You read 7 of them? That's good. You're about halfway. You're over halfway. You're over halfway there. I love long series, but I am actually so terrible at finishing them. Like I started The Wheel of Time and I read the first 3 books. The first one I think was like definitely super solid, but very like slow and world building, which I didn't hate. Like I liked it. And the next 2 were like way more fast paced. Excuse me. But then it's been like over a year since I've read book 3. So I need to get on it and continue. I'm so bad at finishing long series, but at the same time I love them because I'm like if I like the books in the beginning, then it's like you have so much content still to get through that it's exciting, but then it's the ADHD. I can't finish anything. Why does my back is itchy because my shirt is wet from when I showered. 13 books and 2 spin-offs. That's great. Because if you're loving the series, you have so much left to read still. I've never read Anne Rice. I feel like I should check her out. I have had like a vampire resurgence in the last year. Last year I read A Dowry of Blood by S.T. Gibson, and then I got an arc of her second book in Education and Malice. Did I get an arc of that or did I just buy it? I can't remember. No, I did. I had an arc of that. And it was fantastic. And I've gotten an arc of Lucy Undying, which is a Dracula retelling by Kirsten White, which I want to read soon as well. And I read Carmilla last year for the first time also. I'm like in my vampire resurgence. I also read Empire of the Vampire, I think early last year, maybe like January or February last year or the year before that. It might have been the end of the year before that, like December. I loved Carmilla too. It was so gay. I was not expecting that because it's like so old, you know? It was very sapphic. Yeah, Lucy Undying. Actually, let's look at the synopsis real quick because yeah, I got the arc from it, NetGalley, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever read the synopsis, but the cover is stunning. Okay, let's see. The like keywords at the top say epic, seductive, gothic fantasy. Ooh. Okay. It says her name was written in the pages of someone else's story. Lucy Westenra was one of Dracula's first victims, but her death was only the beginning. Lucy rose from the grave a vampire and has spent her immortal life trying to escape from Dracula's clutches and trying to discover who she really is and what she wants. Her undead life takes an unexpected turn when in 25 first, wow, I can't read, 21st century London, she meets another woman who is also yearning to break free from her past. Oh my god, it's also gay. I love that. Iris's family has built health empire based on a sinister secret and they'll do anything to stay in power. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, there's like two more paragraphs in the synopsis, but I'm not going to read it because I don't want to know anything else. My initial thought is that Iris's family is like doing something with vampire blood to have this like health empire because vampires don't get diseases and stuff, you know? Interesting. I also love the like, pardon me. Also love the like breaking free from Dracula's clutches trope. Is that a trope now? I think so. Because in A Dowry of Blood, it's kind like they don't ever call him Dracula, but it's kind of insinuated that he's Dracula. I don't know if you've read that one, but that one was good too. It was like the bride of Dracula writing about her life and how it was a fucking narcissistic bitch. They're just best friends. They're just best friends who lick each other's necks and sleep in the same bed and fondle each other. If you're talking about Carmilla still, which I think you are. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I read Twilight as a teen, but I wasn't like obsessed with it. You know, I didn't have like all the merch and stuff. Like I liked the books as a teen. Like I was like, yeah, Dracula or no, yeah, vampires, werewolves, Team Jacob. I was definitely Team Jacob. Until he fell in love with a baby and then I was like, ew, you're fucking weird, dude. Hello, where the hell have you been, Loka? You're in your late 20s. That's fine. I mean, you know, people read YA at any age. I just read it when it was like popular and coming out. You were Team Edward. I feel like now as an adult, I am definitely Team Edward. But it's so funny that I was Team Jacob as a teenager because my you know, because Jacob was like indigenous coded and my husband is part indigenous. I have a type. I do have a type. Yeah, I would definitely be Team Edward now. Robert Pattinson. That's hard to say. He's hot. He's a hottie. He's like way hotter now as a grown up than I thought he would. Like as a kid, I didn't really think he was like attractive. Like in my teens, I was real quick pause. Yeah, as a teen, I was like, he's not that cute. He's really skinny and scrawny and pale. But I guess they made him pale for the movie, and like I didn't put that together because he's not really that pale in real life. Yeah, so you're reading, I already forgot what it's called. The Wolf, um, The Wolf Gift. Then Kat is writing. Kat's writing. And I'm reading. Well, I haven't told you. Well, it says on the screen. I'm reading The Lost Story, which is kind of like inspired by Chronicles of Narnia, but I don't really. It's not. Oh, I'm only halfway through. Let me see. 55% through. I would say it's not really like similar to Chronicles of Narnia, even though it kind like the premise is similar, but the story is not. Really interesting so far. Oh, my throat. It also is like I would say it's more like Wayward Children than it is Chronicles of Narnia. If you've read those, in my opinion. I would also say it's kind of like if Wayward Children had a baby with like the Starless Sea. If you've read either of those series, or if you've read either of those, yeah, it's like Wayward Children meets the Starless Sea because it's got that kind of like whimsical prose of the Starless Sea. It's like easy to read and digestible, but it is still very whimsical. And then in it's Wayward Children is also like kind of Narnia, where it's like other worlds behind a door. And yeah, so but it feels more like Wayward Children to me than it does Narnia so far. It could get more Narnia-ish in the second half though. It's good. I like it. Okay, let me start the sprint. Happy reading, happy writing, Kat. See you guys in 25 minutes, and I won't forget the rain sound this time. Hello. How'd everybody's reading go? Writing? How'd you do? I literally read the word a clock in a tower began to toll the hour, and then the timer went off, and I was like, whoa, that was crazy coincidence. So funny. Oh my gosh. So I'm 61% in. Ah! It's so good. I've teared up like 4 times. I don't think you guys can see me because I'm having to like look down. My eyes, like I haven't cried yet, but I my eyes keep getting wet. It's just so good. Oh my God, 1,000? Wait, that's good, right? That's good. Good job. Yay. 1,000. And we got, well, I don't know how long you'll be, but I'm gonna be live probably for another hour. So I don't know if you'll write that whole time, if you're in the groove. Oh, my hair's still wet. So for this next sprint, I might go grab a snack. I have, I need to fill up my water bottle too. It's almost empty. Hmm. I know. I only have 30% now, and it says I have 2.5 hours left. But I feel like I'm reading slightly faster than what it's telling me there is. But it's just so quick to fly through. And the chapters are short. Well, the one chapter I just read was like 20 minutes, but that's the longest one. Not a single chapter has been over like 14 minutes so far. They're also just really fast to fly through. Writing is so easy to just let my eyes breeze over it. How was your book, The Wolf Gift? Uh, Mrs. Peacock. I love your name, by the way. So fun. Mrs. Peacock. You'll probably write some more. Good. If you're in the zone, go with the flow. As much as I love books, obviously, like I'm not going to be like, don't write your book, go read something. Because I want to read your book someday. So I selfishly am telling you to keep writing. This book is really good. There are, I will say, there have been two things so far that I have predicted. One I predicted, and then I already found out that I was correct. And then another thing I've just predicted recently in this chapter that I'm like, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on. However, that being said, it's such a good story and it's so well written that even though I can't, or even though that I have predicted two things, like it's not taking away any enjoyment. You know, sometimes you predict a book and it just makes it not fun for you. But yeah, they were just like small things that I was like, this is probably gonna happen, and it did. So yeah. Listen, I like read some smut. Like I don't read like the romance genre in particular all the time, but I have read a book called Good Game. I Madison, I can't remember her last name. Her at is like paperback princess or something on Instagram. But yeah, it's about like it's like a masked video gamer, the mask, and a girl like falls in love with him when he's not in the mask. And then, she's like she doesn't know that he's like this famous masked video gamer, and like it was funny. I liked it. I gave it 4 stars. I remember I read that book in like 8 hours straight. Like I stayed up till 1 a.m. reading it. I couldn't put it down. It's male spicy. I've never read a male spicy before. But yeah, you love a good masked man. I love queer books, so I feel like I would probably like it. Probably. Mouth hurts from burning it earlier at lunch, but I really need a snack. I also really need to go grocery shopping, so I don't have a lot of snack options. Oh, but it's just been so hot. It's either hot here to the point where like it's unsafe to leave the house or it's pouring rain and I don't want to leave the house. I will. I'll get the snack and water when the I start the sprint. I can just pop the sounds on for ya. Pop it, pop it, pop. I've been like doing a British accent all day and I don't know why. Like I need to stop. Also, look at my shirt with so many holes in it. This one doesn't have one, I guess, but this side. It's so comfy. I refuse to throw it away. I can get groceries delivered. I just haven't. I was gonna do it today, but we were at the play date this morning um and then after that we came home and had lunch and then we went to the library and then when we left the library I was gonna just pop to the grocery store because it was right there. But the clouds were like black and I was like, no thank you, let's go home. They're huge. Well, they didn't start out this big. So they were smaller holes, and my child likes to poke them and then rip them. So yeah, I could like just stick my hand through that one or this one too. But they're so comfy. It's so comfy. I refuse to throw it away. I refuse. So it's fine because it gives me an extra breeze, get extra air in there so I don't get overheated. The shirt's like so thin too. It's like so thin. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy for that. Give it a new life. It's living the life it's living. It's like that sound on like reels where it's like, I need to ask you a favor. Please kill me. Like that's my shirt. It's actually my husband's shirt. He bought it for himself. And then I was like, wow, that shirt looks really comfy, hun. Like, can I borrow it? And he's like, no. And then I did anyways. And now it's mine. Sorry to my husband. No, I'm not. He left for deployment and he left it here for me, so like clearly it's mine now, right? Clearly. It's more now. Yeah. I'm trying to think like what I have for snacks downstairs. I could have some ooh, I could have yogurt and granola on top. The boyfriend sweater. Like yeah, husband. Actually, he's like smaller than me. Like I'm chunky, you know. I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. And my husband is tall. He's taller than me, don't get me wrong, but quite often his clothes don't fit me. So this is like the only thing I've ever stolen from him. Actually, that's a lie. I do have one of his sweatshirts in my closet, but I don't even wear it anymore. He can have it back. I have other sweatshirts that are more comfy now. Oh, he can have his sweater back. Gosh. Also, the other day, I was like, do you ever like window shop online where you like are looking at things and you add them to your cart and then you like go into your cart and you like, you know, like proceed to checkout and then you like want to see the total with like tax and everything, but then you don't buy it, right? So I was doing that the other day and I dropped my phone. I was doing this cat yesterday at like 1:30 in the morning after you were like, I'm going to bed. And I was like, yeah, me too. I didn't go to bed. I window shopped online for like 30 minutes and I was about to like stop and like exit my cart and then go to sleep. And I dropped my phone on my face and my nose hit the complete purchase button. And then I was like, well, I can't cancel it now. I already bought it. So whoops. Whoops, it's fine. I just bought a $45 t-shirt, but I really wanted it, so I would never have bought it for myself ever if I did not accidentally purchase it with my nose. It happened, and I was like, well, it's already happened. I can't take it back now. No, I swear. Hold on, pause. I'm not, I gotta defend myself. I swear, Scout's honor on my child's life. I genuinely like I don't know if you have ever heard of the Shop app where it's like I think it's the Shopify. I think it's Shopify, but the app is just called Shop app. And you go like so on Amazon, you like go like add to cart and then you can view your cart and then you can go proceed to checkout. And then once you hit proceed to checkout, it like shows you the total and you have to like verify details and then it like confirms with you like are you ready to complete your purchase and then you hit yes. On the Shop app, they don't do that. You literally go like view cart and then when you hit like proceed to purchase, it doesn't confirm. It doesn't ask for a password, it doesn't do Face ID. Like it literally just you just click it and it goes okay purchase complete and I'm like I literally dropped it on my nose, oh on my face but my nose hit the screen and fucking genuinely bought. Yeah, I know, I've learned my lesson. Now when I want to window shop, don't do it on the Shop app, pick a new app to do it from because you will accidentally hit the buy now button and there is no two-step purchase process. It is just a singular press, a singular swipe, and you've lost $55 on a t-shirt on accident, but it's fine. It's fine. I ran it by my husband. He said I could keep the shirt. He said it's fine. He was like, I woke up this morning and there was a $55 charge on our credit card. Was that you? Just making sure we didn't get hacked. I was like, yeah, so this is what happened. And he's like, oh my God, like, you're crazy. I was like, sorry. I was like, I could cancel it. Hasn't shipped yet. And he's like, no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I was like, thanks. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I literally just bought something with my nose. Awkward. Okay. I'm gonna start the sprint. I'm gonna go get a snack. I know he spoils me, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a man. Like, that's his first red flag is that he's a man. But he spoils me. Thank God. Okay. If he didn't spoil me, I would have never married him. Like, I love him, but like, I love him because he's a good man and he spoils me, like he's good to me. But if he wasn't good to me, oh, no, I don't tolerate that. Oh, I know. You're a man. Guess I can't hold it against you. Okay. Good luck on your writing. Good luck on your writing. I will be back quickly getting a snack, and then I will read some more. Hello. Congrats on 18K. That's great. And also welcome, Lily. You were reading the Book of Night. Are you enjoying it? I remember when it came out, I heard a lot of divisive opinions. It was like you either loved it or hated it, and there was no in between. Let me know if you're liking it. But congrats, Kat. That's so exciting. I was just thinking the other day, excuse me, that I would love to write a book because, but I just don't like have the brain capacity. Enjoying it, 140 pages and not bad. Quite long, isn't it? Like 500 pages. 500 pages. My hair is still wet from my shower 2 hours ago. 2.5. I should go for it. I would love to if I had any ideas. I feel like I've had like, have you ever had like a seltzer water? What's that one called? What's that one water everyone makes fun of? What's that water? Oh, it's 304 pages? Why did I think it was so long? Pretty short for an adult fantasy book. It's like fantasy, it's like urban fantasy, right? The Book of Night. Um, why is this doing a long break? Is it because we've been going for so long that's like, no more short breaks for you. You need a long break. This last sprint, I was not productive at all. At all. Well, I ate snacks, but I only read 8 pages. Only read 8 pages. Um, that one seltzer water everyone makes fun of. Come on, brain. You know this. Um, oh, LaCroix. LaCroix. It's like a LaCroix, how it has like everyone jokes about how it has like somebody like peeled an orange 10 feet away from it and then they like closed the can and they were like, here's an orange LaCroix, but it doesn't taste like an orange at all. I forget why I was trying to think of that. I forget why I was trying to think of that analogy. Oh, that's the amount of an idea I've had in my brain. It's like it wasn't really an idea. It's like someone had an idea like three houses down for me, and I like smelled it, and then I was like, "Oh, I had an idea," but I didn't really. I didn't really have an idea. I don't know. You guys, we're reaching the hours of the night where I become like a loony bin. Like my brain is just like short circuiting left and right. Yeah, so I had the LaCroix version of a book idea. Does that make any sense? Does anyone else understand what I'm trying to say, or is that just me? I don't want to leave my hair down because it's too hot in here, but it's also still wet from my shower, and I need it to dry out. It does? It makes sense? Okay, good. You thought it would be easier? I feel like in my brain, I'm like, writing is so hard. I don't know how people do it because I just think it's like such a skill and a talent. Like you can build it up and, it's like a thing you can improve on, but I still feel like it's just such a talent that I don't possess. I don't have like a way with words. Which is why I wasn't an English major in college because I definitely like wanted to be an English major, but I was like, I'm not good enough for that. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm at 63% of the book. My Kindle is telling me I have 2 hours and 22 minutes left. 40, 11, 12. Yeah, I'm not going to finish tonight, probably. As much as I want to. Um, as much as I want to. I don't know if that's possible. Yeah, you have lots of ideas, hard to get them down. I've had two like teeny tiny LaCroix esque ideas where I'm like, oh, that would be cool. But then, like, I don't know where to go from there. I just don't. And I don't have the energy. Not right now with my husband deployed and me being alone with my kid. I've been going fast. I feel like I have been too, but I don't know. We'll see. After, so I think I'm going to do one more sprint. Then we'll do like a little chit chat. I'll probably get off because I need to go like brush my teeth and get ready for bed. But I'm definitely gonna read in bed after. I'm definitely gonna read in bed after. Um, because I'm like loving it so much. It's so fun. It's like it does really feel like watching Narnia for the first time. I wasn't like obsessed with those movies, but it's definitely giving me those vibes. And like I said before, it's kind of like Narnia meets Wayward Children meets the Starless Sea. Very whimsical. Very whimsical and like a little bit philosophical, but not like overly so where it's like pretentious. It's very fun. I'm enjoying it. It's speaking to my soul. It's also good because it's like it kind of is fantasy because like obviously once they go through the door, it's like fantasy. But the part before that was based in our world. So yeah, it was like really quick to get into and it's very digestible. I love the Night Circus. I love it so much. I love the Starless Sea more than the Night Circus. Read it. Read it now. No. The Starless Sea felt like somebody sliced open my chest, ripped my rib cage apart, pulled my heart out, cut that open, and then showed me the inside of my own heart and then put it back in and sewed it back up together. And then they were like, here's your soul on a silver platter. My friend Maggie sent it to me for my birthday like 2 years ago. And I remember I read it like 8 weeks after like 8 weeks after my birthday. Like I read it pretty soon after getting it. And within 10 pages, I was tearing up. And within like the first, like, yeah, I immediately like I think I read like the first 50 pages and then I went back to the beginning and started it over so I could annotate and highlight it because I was like, this is gonna rip me apart. I need to experience it again from the beginning. So good. It's the ending is similar to the Night Circus where it's like at the end of the Night Circus, it's kind of like ambiguous, you know? It's like you kind of know what happened, but also do you know what happened? You know? That's very much the vibes of the Starless Sea. But I think the plot that comes before that like ambiguity was just divine. It was so good. Ugh, I love the Starless Sea. I want to get a tattoo. I want to get a B key sword tattoo. B key sword. From the book cover. You'll know what that means when you read it. Until then, I shan't say anything else. Oh, it's so good. Now you're just making me want to reread The Starless Sea. This book too is making me want to reread The Starless Sea because the way that I'm feeling, even though they're not at all similar, it's just the way that I'm feeling reading it is like similar to The Starless Sea. And it just feels like story that a story that you didn't know was already inside of you that somebody kind of like took out and was like, here's this tiny piece of your soul that you didn't know existed and you can read it. I love The Starless Sea so much. And I'm also loving The Lost Story so much. Fantastic. It comes out on Tuesday. It comes out on Tuesday. I've had this arc for an ungodly, embarrassing time. Let me actually check my NetGalley. I wish I read it sooner because of how much I'm loving it. But I always am like, I always want to read books like closer to their publication date to kind of like help generate buzz when it's like about to come out. So like, I'll put it off. But then I put it off and it's so good. Let me peek at it. Oh my god, I've had this book on my Kindle since February 7th. I've had this book for 5 months on my Kindle and haven't read it. I'm actually insane for that. Whoops. Okay. After this book, after I review this book too for my neck alley, because I need to get on it. I don't have any other books that come out until September, but I have so many that come out in September, so I'm gonna have to start reading them like immediately. I have to start reading them in August. Can't wait till September. That one comes out September 3rd. I'm reading that immediately after I finish this one. You guys can't see what I'm looking at, but yeah. I'm gonna read that one. I need to read Lucy Undying. What's this other one? A Dark and Drowning Tide, which also looks amazing. Favorite read of the year is Watch Us Shine by Marissa de los Santos. I've never heard of this or the author. Please enlighten me what it's about, if you don't mind. Just a little. It sounds. I like the title Watch Us Shine. Is it like witchy? The title kind of gives me a witchy vibe. Am I wrong? But I don't know who Marisa de los Santos is. I've never heard of them. I am so excited about August. Mystery. Ooh, I love a mystery. See, I like love mystery books, but I studied psychology in college. Like that's what my bachelor's is in. So sometimes, like, as much as I enjoy like the ride of a mystery, like sometimes I just don't love them because they're too predictable. It's beautifully written. Is it kind of like trying to think how I wanna like describe? Is it like it's not like a thriller, right? Is it like a literary mystery? Because that sounds intriguing. Where it's like a little bit more of a slow, like beautifully written mystery vibe versus like a mystery thriller. Because those are kind of mystery thriller for me is just very hit or miss lately. And unfortunately, it's been a lot more misses. It keeps lightninging, is that a word? Outside, and it's flashing in my periphery. More like that than a thriller. Okay, yeah, that sounds cool. I don't think I've ever read like a literary, like mystery vibe. Family dynamics. The drama, I kind of love. Like I used to love watching Desperate Housewives. I love the family drama. I don't usually read that in books though, which is weird because like I should. It's like a genre I enjoy. The family drama. I'm really hoping for this next sprint. Actually, I should change it to be 30. You loved that show, right? Me too. I kind of want to rewatch it. So for this last sprint, it's gonna be the last one, so I'm gonna up it to 30. And then did that work? I guess we'll find out. I'm on 63%. I would love to get to 70%. 30 minutes, maybe I get to 75%. And then after that, go brush my teeth really quick, get ready for bed. And I kind of want to like stay up a little later and finish it. But if not, I'll absolutely finish tomorrow. I just started this book yesterday. This is the quickest I've read a book in a long, long time. Been reading so slow lately. Thank you. You're so supportive. I appreciate it. Everyone's so supportive. You and Kat. So nice. Thank you. I need to read like my life depends on it. No, I don't. No one's racing me. I just want to finish it because I have so many other things I'm excited about. Might as well read it quick. All right. See you guys in 30. Book writing and have fun reading. Oh, well, that was our last sprint. I am 71% of the way in, so I was close. I said I was gonna try to get to 75. Oh, I need to turn my air up because it's getting cold in here. Or turn it down rather. How'd you do? Did you finish your chapter? At Lily, I don't know if you're still here. If you are, how's your reading? Oh, oh my goodness. Thank you. I cannot believe I've read so much in the last 2 days. I also finished the last 2 hours of an audiobook today, too. I finished a book today, and I'm probably gonna finish this one either when I go cuddle in bed after I brush my teeth or early in the morning because I think I'm gonna wake up, make breakfast for my kiddo, make breakfast for myself, and then have coffee after breakfast and read. I'll probably put a movie on for him because it's supposed to rain again all day tomorrow. I think we're gonna do a movie morning so I can finish my book if I don't finish it tonight. We'll probably do a movie morning anyway if I do finish it tonight, because if I do, that probably means I was up till 1:30 again. Whoops. I'm flying through books. The book that I finished earlier today, the audiobook, I've actually been reading for read 10 pages. That's still good. I'm a slow reader. Normally, the fact that I'm flying through this book so quickly is like crazy. I don't normally read this quickly. I was gonna say something and now I can't remember. Can't remember what I was talking about. Oh, the book that I finished earlier. I started it on like July 2nd. I've been reading it for 10 days on audio, like from the library, and it was so boring. I only finished it because I was reading it for a video, which reminds me, I didn't film an outro clip. So I need to add that to my to-do list tomorrow. Film an outro clip for said video. It's supposed to go up next Tuesday, not this coming Tuesday, the one after that. Yeah, progress is still progress. You read 10 pages, you still did great. Even if you had only read one page. Oh, I'm a huge advocate for taking your time when you read. And this book is not that long either. So like percentage is jumping up quickly with only like a little bit of pages. It's not telling me how many pages because it's an arc. Let me see what Goodreads says. I know it's not that long. You know what? Instead of Goodreads, I'm gonna go to Storygraph. I'm trying to use Storygraph more instead of Goodreads because trying to veer away from my Amazon. I'm using Amazon for everything. Ooh, what book are you gonna start next? I love the library. I actually went to the library today earlier with my kiddo. I didn't get anything for myself though because I have so many things that I'm like currently reading right now, but I will be going back next month. Actually, that's a lie. I have library books on my like on the Libby app. So I am using my library technically every day for audiobooks. I'm going to go back the end of the month to grab the next two volumes of Tokyo Ghoul so I can finish that manga series this year. I started it a long time ago and never finished. The Witches of Bone Hill. I love witchy books. I love a witch book. Okay, so Storygraph says that the Lost Story is only 336 pages. So like it's definitely not long at all, which is why like I was able to jump so far up in the percentage during that sprint. Like percentage wise, it says I read a lot, but I probably only read like 20 pages in that 30-minute sprint, you know? I'm a slow reader. I'm a slow reader. Ooh, woo. I'm getting struck by the sleepy stick. I actually have to, um, before I go brush my teeth, really quick, do timestamps on a video that's going up on Tuesday. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do the timestamps tomorrow. I got time. I just want to go finish this book. But thank you both for joining me. It was lovely to have you here. I am so excited, Kat, that you wrote so much today. Congrats. You wrote over 1,000 words today, right? You said? And Lily, thanks for reading with us. What time is it? Where you're at, Lily? I don't know what time zone you're in. It's 11:30 for me. That makes me feel so happy. I'm like tired, so I feel emotional. Well, I'm glad I could help you get some writing done. That's kind of like the vibe here. Just chill, have a chat, be productive. Thank you for coming. You're so, so, so welcome. It's 8:35. Ooh, it must be West Coast, USA. Yeah, West Coast. That's well, I hope you have a good rest of your evening, Lily. I'm gonna go to bed. Kat, I think you're what, an hour behind me? No. Yes. I can't fucking remember. But I hope you have a great rest of your evening wherever you are. And thank you for joining me. And I'll probably do some more reading sprints again next weekend. I don't know if it'll be Friday or Saturday, but I since I'm not posting 2 videos a week right now until my kid goes back to school, I figured sprints are easy. If I'm gonna read anyways, I can just do it on sprints, you know? It's already set up. I just log in. Just log in and do it. Couldn't be easier. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'll post on Instagram and stuff if I am gonna do sprints again. So if you don't follow me, Lily, you can follow me over there at Rachel_Faerie. I'll type it. Yeah, thank you guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much for coming. I had a great time. I'm gonna go